So for more on that Coinbase ad and the overall rise of QR codes, let's bring in Tim Armstrong. He's the founder and CEO of Flowcode, which is a QR code maker. Good morning, Tim. I understand that Flowcode did not do the QR code that was used in that Coinbase ad, but what do you make of this surge of awareness of what QR codes are?
Well, Julia, great to see you again. And just got back to New York from California. I was out there all week meeting with people around the Super Bowl. And I think the most exciting thing is, QR codes, which we've been doing since before the pandemic. And people used to ask us, why are you doing QR codes? They don't seem to work. And, we knew that the biggest part of the future was going to be directly connecting with your consumer. And I think last night, the Super Bowl made QR codes go from supporting character to main character. And it's a really important technology. It's why we've built the largest QR company in the United States for TV, and we have the only specific product for TV. So we're cheering on Coinbase, and as an early Coinbase investor, and I'm a current customer there, as I was super excited to see what they did. And I think it just shows you how close you can get to your consumer and how fast. I think Coinbase won the Super Bowl last night.
Well, the fact that we're all talking about it certainly indicates that they probably did. But I'm curious if you think that last night, the awareness of what Coinbase did with that QR code is going to be a tipping point in terms of how businesses use QR codes and also consumer awareness, not just what they are, but how to engage with them.
Yeah, I'd say this, and Julia,
Well, it looks like Tim is frozen there, thanks to the joy of all of this technology. But John, I'm curious what your thoughts were in terms of whether this could actually be a tipping point for how consumers actually start to use QR codes as opposed to just dismissing them.
Yeah, indeed. And I understand that Tim is back. Maybe some of that old Google fiber firing up again for us. Tim, I thought that QR codes are interesting in part because of this omni-channel type world that we are increasingly moving in. It's always seemed that it's difficult to move people from one medium, like from TV to desktop, from desktop to mobile, et cetera, et cetera. QR codes, perhaps one way of bridging that. How far can you push it? What else can they do? And am I looking at that correctly?
Yeah, so 85% of the economy is still offline. And, we like to say we're big investors in the Earthverse to the metaverse and back. But the Earthverse has billions of consumer decisions, the biggest decisions you make, the most important ones, and the customer relationships you have, in many cases, are built offline. So that's why 2.5 years ago, we launched Flowcode. We're in 200 countries. We've got millions of people have built our products. And really, it's important for two reasons. It allows you to become direct to consumer and get first party data with your customers. So you build direct information, which is really important. The second thing is your data does not end up going out to Silicon Valley, to the companies that take it, crunch it, auction it, and sell it to your competitors. So, Coinbase last night proved the case that we've been saying for 2.5 years, which is everyone has a mobile phone. You want to have direct connections and first-party data, and you don't need to go through Silicon Valley to have those connections and data. So we think, and this is why we built Flowcode, that Flowcode is going to be the type of company that will revolutionize the offline to online economy, and that's why it's important.
Yeah, we even have our own QR code here at Tech Check, Tim. It's Deirdre, by the way. I wonder what comes after QR codes. We were talking to Snap 7 Spiegel the other day, and they're doing a lot of really interesting stuff with augmented reality, including sort of a menu that pops up from your table. And I believe that bypasses the QR code, doesn't it? But as we talk about things like augmented reality and the metaverse, how are you thinking about it and moving into that space already, if you are?
Yeah, so we have a large amount of companies in the metaverse and crypto and Web3 use Flowcode. And the reason is, just like when you go to a bank on your corner, you want to have a trusted place that's offline where you can see products and services. So people in the metaverse and Web3 use our codes offline. And so I would say we have a big business in traditional brands building direct to consumer and small businesses. And we have a big business in Web3 and things like crypto, because the best way to get your online product seen is to have a presence in the offline world.
Well, we're certainly paying a lot of attention to the importance of first-party data, especially in light of all those issues, targeting ads, et cetera, in light of Apple's operating system changes. So, Tim Armstrong, thanks for talking to us about this interesting issue on the heels of last night's crypto QR code ad.